jiu-jitsu. Who's doing any jiu-jitsu? It was terrible. So it appeared that jiu-jitsu was like, this shit doesn't work once you learn how to defend it. Look, there just wasn't Marcelo Garcia back then. You know? So he was always talking shit on jiu-jitsu, talking shit on the UFC, it's going down, it's going, the jiu-jitsu shit, Muay Thais and shit. I'm like, all right, whatever, you know. He goes, and then he told me in front of all the girls there at the strip club, I'll let you put a choke on me, I'll let you put the whole rear naked choke on me, and I bet you can't tap. And I was like, what? And at that point, I hadn't developed the squeeze. I wasn't even aware that there was a squeeze that needed to be developed. A lot of people don't even know that squeeze. They just think, oh, rear naked choke either works or it doesn't. You got to develop that anaconda squeeze. So I thought, you know, it wasn't my main move, but if he was going to give me his back, I'm going to choke him for sure. So he gave me his back, and you know, I probably went like this. I really didn't even know the finer points of the rear naked choke at that point. And I suppose he just tightened up, he defended, you know, he shrugged, and then he got the arm off his neck. And I was embarrassed. Damn, here I was, a purple belt, he was a blue belt who gave up on jiu-jitsu, had no faith in jiu-jitsu, and in front of everybody, especially the girls, you know, that I kind of looked like a fool, so I was like, wow, what a trip. Man, then I thought the rear naked choke sucks, you know, it doesn't even work. But then there's this guy that came in from Hickson's, his name was Aaron Briley, some black guy, like 150 pounds, but the strength of a dude 190. And I was like watching him, and when he got your back, he choked you. Why the fuck is he choking everybody out, but I can't choke anybody out? You know, we're both purple belts. He was just choking the shit out of everybody. And then I watched him squeeze. I was like, damn, I gotta really work on squeezing. He's just squeezing the shit out. I go, you know, he'd get my back and choke the shit out of me. I go, his squeeze is different than everyone else's squeeze. So then I started just practicing squeezing my knee. I would just wrap my arm around my knee and pretend like I was trying to slice off the top of my knee. I learned really quick from Aaron that rear naked choke isn't like this. A lot of people do it like the back of the head. It's like you're just trying to slice off his head. So then I tried to slice off the top of my knee. I just squeeze, and then I'm pulling back here and squeeze it, and then using my chin, putting my chin on top of the back of my head, squeezing and yanking, pulling, hurting my bicep, my forearm, just really squeezing, watching TV, you know, just squeezing the shit out of my knee and trying to slice off. Just doing that, it just became a habit. I'd be in a conversation, and I'd be trying to slice off my knee. What the fuck is this guy doing? Is he making out with his kneecap? What is he doing? And I kept squeezing and squeezing. And then, before you knew it, man, when I get someone's back, I thought it was like a 20% move. I would always just go to the twister and forget the back. People would give me their back to get out of, so that I would forget about the twister. You know, to me, the twister was 80% move. I was getting everybody with that. But then slowly, I started squeezing, and I started realizing, wow, I got to get away from doing this all the time. I got to get in and just squeeze and develop that squeeze. And 6 months later, when I'm back at the strip club, I told the guy, let me try it now. Let me train. He goes, oh, okay. And then bam, I got him. He kept wanting to do it over and over. I tapped him out 3 times. But I mean, he gave me the choke. But there was a big difference. I mean, it's not like we wrestled. He gave me the choke, bang. It was all about the squeeze, and that's when I'm like, I already knew, you know, I was already on the rep, you know, kick. Like, it was all about reps. You know, most people know the importance of reps. Like, you know, there's a reason why you go to a wrestling camp. They're doing the same shit over and over and over and over. Single leg, high crotch, double, same thing over. It's all about reps. He who does it a zillion times wins, you know? And it's the same thing with every movement in jiu-jitsu, including the squeeze. So then now I still squeeze the shit out of my knee. I'm still squeezing. And it makes such a difference. You must develop the squeeze. You know, there's no way around it. You must be like Marcelo.